What is up, guys? Let's fucking go. We're having a later start to the day. Today is Memorial Day, and it is also a workout day, and it is also handstand push-up day. A lot of days, a lot of things going on today. So I hope you guys are out here getting it. I hope you have a fantastic Memorial Day. If you're gonna spend it with loved ones, family members, please, bro, spend it with them. All right, spend time with family is super important. I came out to Tampa. I am a lot closer to my family. They actually were out here while I was back in El Paso, so it is nice being closer to them. However, mom and dad did leave back to El Paso since my brother has a daughter over there, and I have a daughter over there, my one and only, my little sunshine, man. I unfortunately had to leave her behind to fulfill my mission, to do better with my life, just change my environment. So they go out there and visit her. Yeah, man, it sucks. I miss her so goddamn much, boys. So for those of you that have your child, for those of you that have your single, dad out here grinding, I understand the struggle, bro. You want to be with them, or if you have that crazy, baby mama drama that just doesn't let you see your kids and you gotta fight for custody, bro. I know all about that, man. I'm going through that right now. I luckily didn't get married. I learned that lesson back when I was 18. That's a story for another day, God damn it, that I do not even want to tell you guys because I'm so ashamed of it, bro. But I'll definitely talk about that. But yeah, we make a lot of stupid decisions when we're younger, and some when we're older. But the important part is learning from them, right? But yeah, man. So for you dads out there grinding, putting in work, for you deadbeats out there, get your shit together, bro. I'm not fucking with you. Get your shit together, and then I'll respect you. Don't just leave your kids abandoned, bro. Do not do that. Be there for them. Even if you're broke as hell right now, I don't care. You can spend time with them. I understand baby mamas could be difficult. A lot of women don't think about the repercussions that the repercussions of not having the dad around for their child, or keeping the dad away from their child, can have on that child. They don't think about that. They're very emotional. They think about how you made them feel, the things you did to them. I understand all that, bro. I go through it all the time. But that doesn't mean that you don't stop trying. Oh, she didn't let me see in this thing. All right, fuck it. I'm just not gonna try anymore. Nah, bro. Still. Message again. Well, when can I see her? When can I do this? Well, I'm free this day. Let me borrow her this day. No. All right. Well, how about next weekend? This day, that day. Keep doing that, bro. Keep showing effort. Keep showing intent. Don't just give up and let her just win the battle. Like, what kind of man would you be if you're just gonna do that? You're just gonna lay down your sword and you're gonna stop fighting? Because good luck trying to do that in the real world, right? Trying to do that in real life. We don't put down our sword, bro. We don't got time. We already waste a lot of time just normally. Most men, we waste our time partying, doing drugs, drinking, girls. We already waste a lot of time that we don't even have. But once we're mature enough to realize it, and once we start learning from those lessons and going through the hardships of life, you start to realize that you cannot put your sword down. So why would you put it for a woman, bro? You're gonna let her just tell you what you should do with your child, what you can and cannot do? Nah, bro. And obviously there's aspects to this. You can't just go kidnap your kid, right? Most of the time they're gonna stay with the mom, and there's really nothing you can do about it. It's just the way it is. But don't cry. Don't cry about it. Don't just accept it. Accept that the world doesn't really give a crap about you, bro. And I mean that, like, yes, we have loved ones, we have family members that care about us and support us, but if you don't do anything in your life worth respecting, no one will respect you. No one cares about your struggles. All right, people can listen to you and give you advice, but no one really cares about your problems, bro, because we all got our own problems. Or you know what I'm saying? Even me, that I really do like to listen and understand people, and sometimes I sacrifice my time to really hear people out, because I really do care about people. I really do love, push, especially, my fellow men, because we're struggling out here. I know how hard it is. So even me as a coach, and having that type of personality and willingness to listen, I still understand that I cannot be complaining about life or crying about the things I don't have. Let's think about the steps we can take to progress. As hard as that may seem, bro. Like I said, I know it's hard. I know there's sometimes you can't do anything, but just show intent to be with your child. Please, please, please. Because if push comes to shove, if you're on your grind, you're leveling up, you're going to the gym, you're making more money, maybe starting a business, you're gonna have all those messages documented of all that you never gave up. So when it goes down to a session where you guys go to court, or you guys are, whatever happens, bro, you have that proof that you're trying and you're making the intent, and that goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have that, what is she gonna say? Even if the crazy baby mama, even if she doesn't allow you to see your kids, she can easily say that you didn't put no effort, because you got no proof, and because she's right, you really did it. So it's like, first she shits on you, doesn't let you see her or him, and now she's right as well, because you really didn't put effort. So, bro, hell no, bro. We're goddamn soldiers. We gotta be ruthless. We gotta be savage. You know what I'm saying? The law's already against us to begin with. Accept it, understand that, and make the intent to be with your kids, bro. I'm telling you, don't let no woman get to you. Don't let her rattle you up and get you emotional. We don't got time for that, bro. You have to be stoic. Be stoic. And we all go through it, right? Because they get us so pissed off. We try to see them, and boom, they bring us down. They don't let her see them, or they tell us you can see her Friday, and then Friday comes and she makes up some bullshit about we gotta go to this goddamn birthday party that just came up. She controls the flow when you know that she's doing harm to your child, because she's not letting a child needs both parents, guys. So you have to understand, especially the father, bro. I would argue the father's role is way more important. I'll stand on that. I've seen it. I've experienced it. I see it with my baby girl. As soon as mom is cool. She's a good mom. I'm not throwing shade, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that she's the best disciplinary in the world, because she's really not. I'm that guy. I'm the one. That's my job. That's not her job. Sure, she should be, right? I had a little bit of discipline, but moms are always going to be more nurturing, the more loving ones. It's in our biology. You can't fight that. You know what I mean? So, I experienced it with my mom, right? We get coddled a lot, and they still, we're like 30 years old, and they're still goddamn, cooking us food, and because that's what they love doing, and you don't take that away from them, but you also have to acknowledge that when you get too comfortable, you don't grow. And that's the cycle of children that are not productive. They're not forced to grow because everything's given to them. So understand your role, bro. It's super important. Be in your kid's life, man. Be in your kid's life. I'm going to the gym right now, and yeah, it's open. Okay, cool. I googled it. There's a Crunch that I go to near me. Some gyms aren't open on holidays, so this one looks open. A little bit sore from the biceps, bro. Man, I put in some work on those biceps. So we're we're gonna still push hard. It is a push day, so that should not affect me too much. But we're gonna get some skill work. We're gonna emphasize our skills a lot more this coming session. A lot more on this handstand push-up, man. I really gotta buckle down on it. Cause man, that handstand push-up has been my kryptonite, boys. So we're gonna see what we got today. I brought the parallettes in case my wrists are a little achy, but they're so bulky, bro. I'm not gonna bring them down. I had some smaller ones that I left back in El Paso, which sucks. But I need some smaller ones, bro. I need to get some good wooden ones. So you know, I don't want to carry them around and shit. But if push comes to shove and my wrists are aching, I'll just come back in and get them. I'll see you boys in there. All right, so we got goddamn handstand push-up negatives. We're gonna go ahead and get these for the warm-up. We'll do about 30 minutes of skill work per use. We'll see how we feel, see how the elbow feels, see how the knees feel, and then we'll go from there. Didn't feel too bad. Did like 3 reps. Felt like doing the goddamn press up on it, but we just gotta do the negative part. I'll try to get like 4 or 5 sets. Just rest. Minute 30 in between. Always write your shit down, boys. Always. You got 3 reps. We're gonna try to go for about 5 seconds. We're gonna go ahead and time it. Always set up your timer. I like doing it as soon as I get in the gym. So that way I know if I'm fucking around or if I'm actually here to put in work and bounce. Because realistically, you shouldn't be in the gym for, I'd say, longer than 2 hours, bro. Right? If you're like competing for a show, bodybuilding or something like that, maybe. But, or if you got the time, I mean, go for it. But I would say the latest, an hour 30, something like that. You know, you still gotta get your cardio in, your step, you gotta stretch. There's a lot of things that could kind of overwhelm you. But I would suggest definitely adding in your stretches. And then if you have an active lifestyle at your job, then you know you don't have to do as much cardio, but you still have to. If you get in some extra steps here, that's extra work. You guys know I like walking around aimlessly in the gym on my rest sets. I don't like just chilling here. But I'm talking to you guys, so talk good. All right, so let's go ahead and get to this next set. Don't be fucking around. Don't be wasting time in the gym, bro. Talking to girls and checking them out, and bro, time your shit. So a lot of you motherfuckers say you don't have time. It's not because you don't have the time. You just doing it on unproductive bullshit. And the gym, I used to be a victim of that. You hear 2-3 hours, like, bro, fuck that shit. That's it to do.
Ooh, shit. You do about 5 seconds of moves. Went for 7 seconds the first rep, but yeah, fuck that shit. Not there yet. Did a couple, but now we'll do 3 reps, about 5 seconds. That way we don't exhaust ourselves for the actual strength work that we're gonna do for our handstand push-up. We still gotta do the press and shit after. Separate your skill work, strength work, isolation work, and then stretch at the end. So you wanna go ahead and structure your program. If your goal is to learn skills, right? Just do a little warm up. All right, so we got about 5 second reps. So now we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna do a hold at the bottom with my bent arm position hold. That's the weakest part of my handstand push-up. If I have that, I'll be able to do that shit easy, bro, easy. I got that. So I gotta work on that. I'm gonna add an extra hold, so that way I'm getting more time under tension in that position. So the same way you get comfortable having your body upside down and doing handstands or whatever, the more time I spend in that bent arm position, I'm gonna feel comfortable in the same way. So we're gonna get that shit. At least like a couple seconds. Five, 1, 2. Reset. Lord Embers. Oh yeah. Adding in those holds. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. I could do a 4th set. You know what? God damn it, I am. We'll do a 4th set. Just like that, adding like 2-second holds at the bottom. Just because I feel like I need to work on that the most. And then we'll get to the actual handstand push-up depending how we feel. 3 to 5 reps. More strength work. For strength work, 3 to 5 reps. We got 6 reps on the first one. 4 wasn't the best on the last one, but we can still go ahead and try to fix that as we go. We just want to press, goddammit. We want to build that goddamn strength. We got 3 to 5 sets, face to wall. This is our 3rd set, face the wall handstand push-up. Ideally, I did want to, since I did about like 5 or 6 reps, ideally I want to do a little more increased range of motion, but everyone's got the blocks and stuff, so and I didn't bring my parallels. They're in the van, but I'm not going to go get them just for that. I'll bring them next to increase the intensity a little bit more. Just I want to go for about 3 to 5 reps. So I'm right at 5, but ideally 3. So we're gonna try that. Add a little extra hold at the bottom, just like we did on the negative. So I was gonna add some holds. I lied, fuck that shit. I already did that on the negative, so I tried it way too fucking hard, goddammit. They're gonna regress. How's the third set? We'll get one more set. No holds, no nothing, just straight up pressing. And yeah, we'll just do that. Fuck that shit. I tried, boys, I tried. I did weigh myself this morning. Heavy as fuck. 190. I was 190. I dropped down to 193. No, 192. 192.5 to be exact. Goddamn. And today I clocked in at 195. So I definitely feel that 2-pound difference. Especially with your calisthenics, bro. Just make sure you're as light as possible. That's what I would suggest. You bulk up a little bit, but understand the heavier you are, the harder it is going to be to do this shit. So I do feel a little 2-pound difference. I feel it for sure. So it is what it is, bro. I wanted to be a fat ass on the weekend, eating those goddamn Ritz Bit sandwiches, and now the ass is jiggling like some jelly. So it's fine. We gotta come back. We're still hitting the workout. That doesn't stop us. Fuck it. All we can do is progress. It is what it is. I enjoyed it. God damn it. So we're gonna do one more set. Probably add some baby reps at the end just to get a little bit more volume. Woo. Got that goddamn Super Saiyan mode at the end there. So I think we're good there. Feel pretty good. Felt pretty strong, even though being a little bit heavier. As I progressed with the sets, I did feel like it was getting, not easier, but I feel like I was getting used to that, range of motion, used to that form, especially in that bottom position. Just getting used to that time under tension. That's gonna be key to actually be able to press and get this fucking handstand pushing, bro. Goddamn. That shit's been taking forever. If you guys want some quick, like I said earlier, you guys want some quick skills, you want to do all this crazy shit, if you're super low body weight, you're gonna progress like a motherfucker. That's why you see all these calisthenics dudes, skinny as hell. They look like goddamn twigs. Hey, I'm not even hating on them because they're over here doing one-arm handstands and all kinds of shit. If I were to change stuff, if I were to change something when I originally started, I would think about that first. Like, yes, have a foundation, do your push-ups, pull-ups, dips, squats, all that good stuff. But like your third, fourth months, I would already start training for skills, bro. I'm gonna keep 1,000. You do gotta train for skills. You can have a lot of strength, but if you're not actually putting time into the skills, it's not gonna happen, bro. You have to, and if you do skip some progressions if you do have a lot of strength and you're able to progress faster, it is possible, but your strength has to be so astronomical to go ahead and offset the lack of technique that you have on your skills. So if you got it like that, go for it. Most of us, regular humans, and we can't do that, bro. We gotta take it slow, build the tendon strength, the ligament strength, get the joints healthy, and take it slow. And understand it's not gonna be as quick as you see, all these people online do all that shit. You know what I mean? You ain't no goddamn Larry Wheels. Like, chill the fuck out. Understand that these dudes are monsters. They've been training for a long ass time. A lot of them are juiced up. If that's not you, that's not me, that's not what I'm trying to push towards. So be patient. We gotta struggle, but that's fine. That just means we gotta put extra more work. Which is fine by me. And then once we do get the skills, it's a lot more meaningful. It's a lot more valuable because it was hard to achieve. So now let's go we're gonna do some ring dips. We'll get some Z presses and work on some mobility after that. Alright boys, let's go and get these goddamn ring dips. Hope the mic is... You guys saw the other video. My fucking mic shattered. Fell off the goddamn glass, shattered. So we're trying to fuck with this shit. Says it's working, so hopefully it is. We got the music on full blast right now. So, I'll get some ring dips. We'll go ahead and start. I'll probably with let's get a little warm up set. Because my shoulders feel a little pinching here and there, nothing crazy, but I want to make sure I get that warm up set before we actually put some load on. So basically body weight, explosive. That was good. Let's go ahead and start adding some weight. Pretty good. When how many goddamn reps I did, I was trying not to die. But I was trying to add a little pause at the bottom. shit made it a lot harder because I felt like the weight was lighter, so I always try to make it a little more intense if the weight feels lighter than what you're feeling that day. So for sure next time I'll have the 45. I just like starting light if I'm not feeling 100%, so we'll get the 45s as next day. Alright boys, next day, 45. A little too deep on that last one. That's what she said. Whew. Alright. Alright. Not too shabby. We're not being 100%. Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. Ooh. Remember every time you record your set, bro, watch the goddamn footage, bro. You'll notice, watch your own footage, and you'll notice a lot of things that you could be doing better. Move out the way. You'll notice a lot of things that you could be doing better to improve your form. So check your form, bro. No matter how long you've been training, no matter how badass you think you are, there's always something that you can do better to improve the form on whatever exercise it is, on anything. Especially the dips. I feel like my form is still not 100% on it. You kind of get used to, another good reason why you should be looking at footage is you do get used to doing the exercise a certain way, and bad habits are harder to break than it is to build new ones. So keep that in mind when you're doing that shit. Alright? As soon as you see something off, because sometimes we're in a hurry, so we rush the reps, or we don't really think about the movement as much. We don't get as much awareness to it. When you look at the footage, you'll be able to dissect the movement and see all the weaknesses that you could be working on. That will also allow you to create your programs in a much more efficient and optimal way. Once you expose those weaknesses, then you're able to realize or better understand what exercises you should put in your workout program, if that makes sense. A lot of people get caught up in the, oh, what exercises do I do, what vertical movement, horizontal movement, all this shit. It could get complex, but if you expose your weaknesses, it'll be easier for you to, and understand your goals, it'll be easier for you to create your workout program, depending how much time you have, what your goals are, right, all this shit. You'll be able to understand it a little bit better, as opposed to just getting going on YouTube, scrolling, best exercises, this, that, and the fourth. It might not be a good exercise for you. Oh, I'm using that, bro. Yeah, I just got one more. Yeah. Right? So let's get this last set, bro. Because I've been hugging up this box. Some people gotta use it. Bro, 45s again. 45 is a little bulky. Ideally, you want to get a weight, a thinner plate. I'm just using these because there's rubber, but honestly, I've seen the thinner plates and I was doing the weight. It's been a 45 so far. Yo, bro. I'm done. Yo, bro. I'm done with everything, bro. All right. Let's move the fuck on. We got some deep presses on the floor. All we need is dumbbells and some tricep extensions, and we'll be straight. Get these deep presses. So with the tension, basically a shoulder press with the ass on the ground, ass to rest, just to get some extra work in that handstand pressure position. So that's my goal for the exercise we're going to do. So to be more of a higher rep, 8 to 12 rep range, hypertrophy, endurance, just to get that extra work on that meat. I'm not going to go all the way here. Just stay right here. That imitates the handstand pressure position. The bang up position I just said you did go, but I'll do that. Yeah. Stay here. I did about 3 reps. So I'm going to go ahead and increase the weight. Go 15 pounds. I'm going to hit 8 to 12. That's how you raise the intensity. That's just too easy. Raise the intensity, goddammit. Also, you gotta have goals. You gotta have the goals. Once you have the goals and understand the rep ranges you're trying to go for, depending on those goals, then you can modify the weight, right? The goal with this shit is endurance hypertrophy work. It's at the end of my workout. The goal is 8 to 12. If I did 15, it's a goddamn weight, bro. Be a pussy, bro. It's a goddamn weight. And once you hit the lower tier of the rep range, then you fucking, let's say your goal is 10 to 12. Then you do 7. What does that mean? Lower the weight. Stay within your rep range. But to understand the rep range, you have to understand your goal. The whole point of this stuff. Alright, show a little bit, move a piece of weight, and go to that same thing. Got that metal. Here, my goddamn RFB at the end of the workout. That light is not nice. Lazy looking out for you boys. So, okay. Pretty much since it's like 2, right? I actually slept on this for a long time. I'm trying to listen to pretty much. It takes away the core stability required, but puts more emphasis on that press. Kind of isolates it in a way. If you're standing up, there's nothing wrong with that. But you get to use your legs a little bit. Kind of cheat the rep. This is pretty try different practice. This one emphasizes all presses. Can you see that shit, huh? Make sure I get these angles nice when you move. That's too high, goddammit. There we go. Ideally, I would like to get another set in there, but not necessary at this point. Did a bunch of work. I feel pretty burnt out. I was at 100% to begin with, so where am I gonna push it? We're gonna get some lateral raises, tricep extensions, and we'll get the fuck out of here. All right, let's go to get some tricep extensions overhead. You just want to complement a push down tricep exercise with an overhead, just to get a little bit of balance. So today I'll do overhead and then get some lateral raises after that. So I already did one set. Let's go and knock out both of those. get these lateral raises. Baby rips. Lord have mercy. Bumped up the weight a little bit. A little 5 pounds extra, doing 25s. I don't want to bump it up to 30. Did a little extra reps. I want to go for like 12 to 15, but go ahead and increase the weight a little bit. That's big boy. Got the big boy 30. Go to buckle them. Should be able to get like 80-10 at least. Stretch it out. Oh yeah, easy. Okay, not that easy. So work wrist mobility, shoulder mobility, stretch, and get the fuck out.
All right, boys. Oh, I almost ran over this dude. Boys, that was an amazing workout session. Holy shit, bro. Today felt fantastic, bro. Oh, I'm on neutral, bro. What the hell? I was like, why isn't the car going? I was on fucking neutral, bro. Holy shit. The workout was just so amazing that I just lost track of what the hell I was doing. Go, girl. Go, I'll let you go. I got you. You seem like you're in a rush. You're texting on your phone. You could go right on ahead. I'm actually aware and I'm actually paying attention. So, God bless you. But anyways, yeah, always let the bad drivers go, bro. 80%, I would say 90%, honestly. 90% of people are always on their phones, always just driving recklessly. Bro, let them get in front of you. I don't give a shit who tries to get in front of me. Especially if they're kissing my ass. When they're behind me, just riding up on the bumper, I'm like, bro, on the rear bumper, like, chill, back the fuck up, give me some space. Shit, bro. Let them go, guys. Let them go. It's not worth an accident. That's something that I try to keep a mindset of all the time. I already got in a huge wreck. I guess this is a good segue to this story. I got in a huge wreck when I was in high school. Me and I had two buddies in the car as well. I was the driver, completely sober, bro. That's the worst part. I didn't even have the excuse of being drunk or anything like that, which is actually better, right? Because, well, no one died. No one got seriously injured. Well, one person did get seriously injured, but yeah, story time. We were on our way to a high school basketball game. I had picked up 2 buddies of mine. I had bugged my mom, please lend me your ride. She loved that car too. It was like an SUV, Aztec, I believe it was called, an Aztec. It was a little SUV. She had just got it, man. Brand spanking new. And I was begging her to please let me drive. And after a lot of convincing, man, my mom being who she is, she's always been, I've always been closer with my mom, but she's always been looking out for all of us, you know what I mean? Dad too, but, it's just, moms are moms, right? They're always gonna just try to do everything they can for you. So she landed with me after I convinced her and bugged her about it. She said she had a bad feeling about it, but she still let me go. I picked up my buddies, and I had a buddy on the passenger side and a dude in the back seat. Close friends of mine, man. I knew him for years. And we were about to spark one up. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I used to be a big stoner back in the day, but we were about to spark one up. We were in the process of rolling it. I'm not gonna say who was doing it, but we were in the process. It was a group effort. All right. About to have a good old time, smoke a joint on the way. We were about to pick up another buddy of mine that I've known since kindergarten. And my friend, he tells me, I was going a little fast. It was a 35-mile-an-hour zone. And he was like, I bet you won't go faster. I bet you won't go faster. He was obviously messing around, bro. He wasn't serious. But me, with my high ego, I hate when people challenge me, bro, and they say I can't do something. Because I want to prove them wrong, bro. You know what I mean? I've always had that. Especially back in that day. It was more ego and pride, to be honest. But, so, guess what I did? He challenged me. I said, bet. I stepped on the gas, pedal to the metal. I was feeling like goddamn Toretto up in that Charger. Or that whip he's got. Forgot the Charger. Forgot what it was. And I'm hauling ass. I hit 100. My friends are like, holy shit. Whoa, chill. And I was about to, just when I was about to get the foot off the pedal, a little curve snuck up on me, bro. It wasn't even a deep curve. It was just a little slight one. But when you're driving at that speed, any little sudden movement, it makes it easy for you to lose control, right? So it was a little jerk on the steering wheel that I made. Bad driving skills on my end. I went to the right a little too much. Then I went to the left. I jerked it too much because I panicked, right? You're supposed to do little movements. As I got older, I learned. You should not be going that fast anyways, but you make little movements, not this. Because then you're just going to overcorrect too much, and then that's when you spin out. Sure enough, that happened. We spun. We were right next to like some farms. It's like a country type of vibe. Bunch of farms, horses, all that good stuff, cattle. And I hit the rails on my side. Everything after that was a blur. I just blanked out white, bro. And I flipped over. We flipped over like 4 or 5 times, I don't know. And everything was just white, bro. I was like, I'm dead. This is it. In that instant, I just, we're all dead, bro. Man, and I get emotional saying this story because God has definitely been looking out for me more than one occasion. This is just one near-death experience, bro. And so, anyways, came to my senses. We were upside down, and I just remember just panicking, heart racing. I tried to get out the vehicle. We're upside down, mind you. So I'm like, we're trying to do this upside down. Very, very awkward position. Window frame was about half of what it normally is, so about right here, because the roof was caved in. And sure enough, the seatbelt pulls me back, and I keep trying to get out. And the seatbelt, I was in a panic mode to where I didn't even realize my seatbelt was on. So the seatbelt saved my life, bro. So I take it off, I unclip it, and I don't remember this, but my friend on the passenger said that I got out through his side. I pulled him out, and then I pulled my friend in the back out. Yeah, so pulled them out like goddamn Superman. I don't remember that though, but what I do remember is as soon as I started walking, well, first my friend from the back seat, he had mentioned we should leave, we should get the fuck out because it started smoking and we could get caught in that explosion, you know. So as soon as I took my first step, bro, pain, sharp ass pain on the inside of my right thigh, like around my, like where the knee joint is, on the inside of that, right under my thigh. Big ass hole, just gushing blood, gushing blood. I was in so much pain I couldn't take a step. My friends saw it, they grabbed my arms, put it around their shoulders, and they walked me to the other side of the road and called the cops, and you know, they ended up coming. Terrible experience, bro. Man, and that was just the beginning of the nightmare. The beginning of the nightmare. So yeah, they got there. I told them I was trying to avoid a dog. You know, my dumb ass just wanted to. I didn't want to. That was the only story I could come up with of being that stupid. And they obviously didn't buy it, but they didn't give me a ticket or anything. My friends came out okay. They had slight headaches, slight back pain, but they came out all right. They asked me if I wanted to go to the hospital. I said no because I was so concerned of my parents having to pay all this debt. They already had to pay for the vehicle and all this debt I'm gonna put them in just for me being a dumbass. So I told them no. My mom took me. She drove me over there. She was panicking, like what the hell's going on? I get to the hospital in Las Cruces, and they tell me they don't have the equipment to deal with it. Well, before that, goddamn, trying to summarize the stories, I'm about to get home, but I'll try to make it quick. But yeah, oh Lord, who took my parking, bro? I was in a wheelchair for the longest time. They didn't get me till I got there like at 10. They didn't get me till like 2 in the morning, bro. I couldn't eat. I felt nauseous. That was the closest I've ever felt to dying. Like if I had an idea of what dying would feel like, that's how it would feel. You just feel like you're passing out. You felt weak. I lost a lot of blood. Obviously, they did what they could and they banded me up at the time of the incident, after the incident. But yeah, bro, it was terrible. So they get me and they say that they don't have the equipment to deal with whatever I got, whatever. I had basically a piece of steering wheel stuck in there. I guess with the impact, it went. So I was in the back of an ambulance. They had to take me all the way from Las Cruces, New Mexico, all the way to El Paso, Texas. It's about an hour drive or something. So they had me in the back. Still felt tired, nauseous, exhausted. Just going in and out, bro. Shutting my eyes. I was like, there's no way I'm this dumb. There's no way there's no way this is how I'm gonna go out. Sure enough, as soon as we get to El Paso, shout out to Tomlinson Hospital, bro. They took care of me immediately. Doctor came in, did his thing, boom, 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 cut up my shorts, started taking the pieces out, and the rest was history. So once that was sealed up, I still went to school, bro. I still went to, I was in high school at this point. This was my senior year, too. Yeah, terrible, bro. So I was walking around in pain. I was pissing in gallons of water because I couldn't even get up. Man, from that moment forward, I drive super careful. I'm always aware of my surroundings. And, you know, life, God, life, whatever you believe in, has a mysterious way of teaching you lessons that you might not understand in that moment, bro. But I'm telling you, that was whenever there's a time that I feel that something is hard or difficult, I always think about moments like that and understand that I'm put on this earth for a reason. I'm put on this earth for, like, God gave me a chance for a reason. And I'm not super religious, you know. I don't want to make this a religious rant or anything. I'm actually trying to build my connection with God, and as we speak, that's something I gotta definitely improve. But I know whatever's out there is looking out for me, and it's real, bro. And that will make life a lot easier to navigate when you remember those tough times that you actually went through shit and you got over it, bro. You did that. We tend to forget and we tend to lose confidence in ourselves and belief in ourselves. Why, bro? Even if you haven't been through shit, or you think you haven't been through shit, look back on your life. Like, just take some time to sit down, put the phone away, sit down in peace and silence, and think about your life, bro. The past, what you've been through, how you've overcame obstacles in your life that most people have not even experienced, or a lot of people haven't experienced, right? We all have things that we've overcame that's way harder than the actual, than having a job, or, whatever we feel is difficult, approaching a woman or going through another tough time. Bro, we've been through shit. We've overcame shit. We adapt. That should give us pride, belief in ourselves. So, yeah, man. Always remember your past. Remember the shit that you've gone through, and that will help you push forward and excel in whatever you want to do, bro. You can do it. You got this shit, bro. Just remember what you've done. Have that belief, because if no one else is gonna believe in you, bro, you have to believe in yourself first, and then the byproduct is everyone else sees that, and then they start believing in you. But if you don't work on yourself, you don't believe in yourself, if you don't remember the tough times that you've overcame to get to where you are today, the struggles that your parents have gone through to get you where you are today, bro, no matter what you're going through, you're broke as hell, going in between jobs, losing a house, bro, all that shit has happened to me. I'm in a tough time right now, and we're still grinding, because that's the mindset you have to have. We don't give up. We don't put our swords down. Consistent actions. So, rant is over, bro. Hope you enjoyed that story. I got plenty of more, bro, and I'll talk to them as I do these video logs a lot more. So, but nonetheless, bro, you got this shit. Believe in yourself. If you're a dad, you're an older dude trying to figure shit out, man, you can do it. All you have to do is take it step by step, bro. Especially with your fitness, that is the foundation. That's why I preach it so much. All right. So shout out to you guys if you made it this far into the video. Believe in yourself, and the rest will follow. Peace, y'all.